Hi my dear readers, this is Simona Rich, and in this video I would like to let you know about the person that I found who is such an amazing lady. I really like her because she teaches spiritual things, but she has nothing to do with New Age dogmas. So basically, she understands how energy works. She's an intuitive healer, and she had so many spiritual experiences because she's in harmony with the laws of nature. And she teaches that when you understand how the universe works, and you start living by its rules, like responding, asking God to show you how to respond to people, so that you're responding to them not from out of the ego, but according to the rules of how the universe works. Then you start getting in touch with the spiritual side of life. I really like her explanations about many spiritual things, and spirituality should not, of course, be divorced from life itself. So if you're striving to be good, that's a spiritual thing. And so she teaches, for example, that it's very bad for mothers to teach their children that they are very special, because then they end up growing up thinking that actually they are different from others. They are special whilst others are not. They are not. So this detaches them from life, because we're all connected, and none of us, that's how she explains that none of us are special, but we all have unique talents. But that doesn't make us special. That just means that we have unique talents. But if we teach that the children that they are special ones, then they grow up really believing that they are better than other people, and most people actually believe so. And this keeps them detached from the world. They are not moving in oneness. I did not realize I actually have my cover here. I'm sorry. They are not, they are out of touch with God, because when we understand that we're all one, although of course every person has, different people are on different levels of consciousness, but when we understand that we are not disconnected from God, but when we think ourselves to be very special, then we are disconnected from everything else, and then life becomes very difficult. So she teaches that the worst thing to do for children, for parents, is to teach children that they are special, more special than others. So I like that. So her name is Myss, and I really like that she's so understanding. She's not mixing in her teachings New Age stuff. Like, I see so many women, unfortunately, getting so emotional about energy. And there was one ad on YouTube. That lady, it seemed like she will experience orgasm just to talk about universal energy. So it's so New Agey, but she's not like this. She's a seer, and she's not mixing up her teachings with her emotions and feelings, but she's telling how things really are. So I really appreciate that in her. And I really like what she teaches about our current state of the world. She teaches that we are on accelerated consciousness growth because of she believes that it happened due to the development of atomic bomb. So because we can actually destroy ourselves now and be totally wiped out, so that we advance, our consciousness growth is accelerated. So that's what she teaches, and I believe this to be the case. And that's why so many people experience depression, because they are not keeping up with that growth of soul. And either you're going up or down, and it's very difficult for the soul to grow so fast. So not everyone will make it, just a few will make it. That's not her teaching, but I'm just adding to that. That I believe her to be true. What she's telling is, I think, true, and I really like that the way that she thinks that, like in the past, no one experienced things that we experience. No one had the experiences that we had, and this proves that we are on a very quick spiritual growth, and it depends on whether we get in touch with the laws of the universe and start working with it, not excluding anyone, but understanding that we are part of the whole that is God. Then we will make it, otherwise we will be left behind. And so I like her down-to-earthness. She's very down-to-earth, and I really appreciate her. And she actually says that unless you're guided by angels, probably you will not find me. And the way that I found her was so strange, because I was definitely guided to her. And I know I have invisible helpers, but because of my when I got too much into yoga, my Kundalini awakened. It went through the brow chakra, and then I was totally opened up to the spiritual world, and I got scared. It was too much for me, so I closed that. But I feel the invisible guidance. I feel that, but I no longer see, because I don't want to. If I'm ready, then I will see it again. But now I'm completely fine with being guided by sense that is not the sense of sight, and I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. It keeps me at peace, because when you're open to the spiritual world, you see bad and good, so it's not only good. So basically she teaches that unless you're guided by angels, probably you will not find me. So the way that I was guided, again, it's not like I did not hear some voice telling me to Google her. I did not see anything, but I knew. I had to watch this lady on YouTube when I saw her picture. And then I clicked her video, and then it was such a long, drawn introduction that I got bored, and I wanted to click away. And I clicked away, but then I felt I had to come back. So that's the guidance. I felt I had to go back to watch her, so I did that. And then after listening to her around 10 minutes, I understood why I was guided, because she is supplying the information that I don't have for my spiritual growth. So just check her out. Maybe it's going to be also for you something useful. You might get some gems from her also. I really appreciate that she's on this earth. She's such a help for humanity. So she teaches about spiritual archetypes, very, very interesting. She actually sees that in people. She teaches about how to heal people energetically. I have not watched yet those videos of her, but I'm sure I will. And she teaches about spiritual growth. So if you wish, do check her out. It's Caroline Myss. Thank you for watching. Take care.